Okay, welcome to part 2. This is loading. Hopefully it pops up. There it is. Okay, so I am going to, sorry, glitching. Okay, so part 2. These two problems are on the back of your note sheet. Okay, so you're going to do number 1 with me, and then you guys are going to practice number 2 before I let you do your practice sheet. Okay, so remember yesterday we made this. What's happening and what's the opposite chart? Okay, so what's happening in the equation 3x minus 4 is greater than 5. So what's happening to x is that we're multiplying by 3. Okay, so I'm going to write multiplying by 3. And so the opposite of that would be to then divide by 3. Okay. And we are also subtracting 4 from x. So the opposite of that would be then to add 4. Okay. So I'm going to do the opposite of what's happening to the equation. Okay, so I see I'm subtracting 4. I'm going to start with what's added or subtracted because we are going to do the order of operations, but backwards, remember, when we're solving. So I need to move all of this extra stuff with x to the other side of the inequality. Okay, so I still have my line. It's just at the inequality instead of the equal sign. Okay, so I have this minus 4. Okay, so I need to do the opposite. I need to add 4. And what you do to one side, you have to do the other. So I'm going to add 4 over here on the right. Okay, and I'm going to rewrite everything. Okay, so bring it down. Okay, I want to make sure that we are not doing too much at one time. Okay, so 3x is going to be greater than 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, all right, so now I need to divide both sides by 3. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Whoopsie, back up. Okay, so 3x divided by 3, and then 9 divided by 3. So I'm going to write my answer up here. So I have x is greater than, okay, 3 divided by 3 is 1. That's how we got the x. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So x is greater than 3. So now we need to put that answer, x is greater than 3, on the number line. So if you remember from our notes in part 1, write the number underneath, 3, right here. Okay, is greater than, so I have an open circle because it's not equal to. Okay, and then I'm going to draw an arrow to all of the numbers that are greater than 3. So numbers that are bigger than 3 go to the right. Okay, I want you to pause this, and I want you to try and do number 2, and then play it again to see if you got it right. Okay, now that you've had a chance to do number 2, let's go over it. So I have my what's happening and what's the opposite chart. Okay, so what's happening in 5x plus 12 is less than or equal to negative 8. Okay, so remember we're finding out what's happening to the x. So I am multiplying by 5. So I'm going to write down multiplying by 5. And then I'm going to write down the opposite of that, which is to divide by 5. So make sure you have these in the right spot. Okay. And then I am also adding 12. I'm going to add 12 on this side. And then the opposite of adding 12 would be to subtract 12. So now I need to do the opposite, starting with my addition subtraction to the equation. Remember, you have to do it to both sides. Okay, so instead of adding 12, I'm now going to subtract 12 on the left and the right side of that inequality. And I'm going to rewrite what I have left over. Okay, so 12 minus 12 is 0. I'm left with 5x. It is going to be less than or equal to negative 8 minus 12, which is negative 20. Okay, make sure you're using your handy dandy calculator. Okay, now I subtracted 12 on both sides. Now I need to go ahead and divide by 5. So I'm going to divide both sides of the equation by 5. Okay, all right, I'm going to write my answer up here. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, and I'm going to keep the x. Is less than or equal to negative 20 divided by 4, which is negative 4. So now I need to plot x is less than or equal to -4 on my number line below. So you're going to grab your marker, grab my marker. I'm going to put -4 somewhere underneath this number line. It does not matter where. Okay, and I am going to put a closed circle. I'm colored in. Sorry, I'm blocking some of the work. I'm going to draw an arrow to everything that's less than. It's closed because I have the equal to. Drawing the arrow to the left because that's where all the numbers are less than -4. All right, go ahead and try that practice sheet. It's on the front counter. You'll need the dice for the back side. So if I want to know if the number that you roll on your dice is a possible solution for the inequality, you're just going to plug it in and then do the math. So if it was 3x is greater than 2, right, and I rolled a 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Is 3 greater than 2? If it is true, then you say possible. If it's not true, then you write not possible. Okay, call Ms. Holt over if you get stuck. Again, she is an algebra teacher. She loves math. She loves to help. Okay, so good luck. I'll see you guys tomorrow.